Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. This is Joel Perez here for your Monday Night Raw review for the date of July 24th, 2017 here. And I am shocked, bro. I am absolutely shocked because it's now official. It's now in my head, bro, because this Monday Night Raw was pretty good. It was pretty good. There was not like a single segment on this Raw that I can tell you was bad. And really a lot of that can be contributed to the one fact, that this show had wrestling on it. Holy shit. There was wrestling on Monday Night Raw tonight, and that showed the results of having wrestling and using your roster in order to put on what entertains people, wrestling. Tonight's card, whether you like it or not, was actually pretty stacked. Could have been a pay-per-view card, which does present some problems. You had matches like Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss, a no DQ match between Finn Balor and Elias Sampson, a 2-on-3 handicap, Rollins and Ambrose versus The Miz Taraj. You had Gallows and Anderson versus The Revival, Nia Jax versus Emma. Just a lot of top quality matches with a lot of that talent that you should be showcasing in matches each and every single week. And this just goes to show you, when you let the talent that you have on that roster go out there and you give them time. A lot of matches were given time here tonight. When you have these guys go out there, these men and women go out there and let them show you what they can do in the ring, it's most likely, more times than not, gonna be very, very good. And a lot of that was seen here tonight. It really was seen here tonight, and that was very, very surprising to me, because I can say definitively now that Monday Night Raw, at least for the past month, has been better than Smackdown Live. And if you asked me 6 months ago, when it was February and we were going into the Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania season, Road to WrestleMania, that I would be saying that Monday Night Raw has been putting on consistent television, and they have been toppling SmackDown, holy shit, I would have smacked you in the face and said, you're a fucking liar. But here we are, 6 months later, after SmackDown's glory days at the beginning of the year, this year, and at the end of the year, last year. And I mean, here we are, and Monday Night Raw might be entering its glory days. I don't know, bro. This might be temporary. This might be because of the fact that Vince McMahon is sabotaging SmackDown and making sure they don't do better than Monday Night Raw. Maybe Ryan Ward, who was highly acclaimed for the success of NXT, and it was known that he was on SmackDown over the past year. There are rumors that he was moved to Monday Night Raw. Maybe it's his creative input that's being taken more seriously at this point, and maybe that's leading to the change of the guard in the way television on Monday Night Raw is being seen. Maybe it's the fact that Road Dogg has been rumored to completely have taken over creative on SmackDown, and Road Dogg and Michael P.S. Hayes and all those motherfuckers might just be buffoons and retarded and they don't know what's going on. But all I know, bro, is that last night, WWE Battleground was leagues and bounds, by leagues and bounds, bro, the worst pay-per-view of the year. And what we've seen tonight after Monday Night Raw went off the air, I was actually sitting here and saying, that was an okay show. That was good. That was fucking good. We saw some nice wrestling. Storylines were advanced. There was no over-the-top bullshit. We saw what we needed to see on the road to SummerSlam. And it wasn't over-the-top fantastic, but it was good. It was good. It's what Monday Night Raw has needed to do all this time. And it was simple here tonight. It was simple here tonight. There were no fucking copy and paste tag team matches. Wrestler A or Feud A, the heel from Feud A and the heel from Feud B are going to team together against the fucking face from Feud A and the face from Feud B. I mean, really? Really, bro? That's the best you got? But that was not the case here tonight. And we actually got a very good night of wrestling here tonight. Whether it's because the creative direction on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown has changed, whether it's because Vince McMahon is sabotaging SmackDown and making sure that Monday Night Raw is better heading into the second biggest pay-per-view of the year, maybe WWE and the Monday Night Raw creative team is finally getting their shit together because we are going into the second biggest pay-per-view of the year and they are actually starting to care, where before they were just like, we don't give a fuck, which is still not a good thing, but, I mean, I don't know what's going on here. All I know is that Monday Night Raw has been better than SmackDown, and that is a scary, scary thing to think about at this point in time. But, ladies and gentlemen, you know where else you're going to find some good quality content similar to the Monday Night Raw here tonight. Much better than the Monday Night Raw we saw here tonight. It's on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. Look at that segue, bro. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to go check out all the other content on the channel. Monday Night Raw and SmackDown reviews for last week are up. So if you want to go check out what I thought of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown last week, if you want to get a highly educated opinion, if you missed those shows and you need some recap, make sure to go check out my Monday Night Raw and SmackDown reviews, as well as going to check out my WWE Battleground review that was uploaded last night after that show went off the air. That was just a huge fucking rant. The return of the Great Khali, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit, are we in for some dark times on SmackDown Live. Make sure to go check out the Battleground review out. I'm doing okay right now on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. Make sure to go check out or give all your support on that video. Behind the Mic on Saturday, we were talking about all the things fucking regarding this situation with Brock Lesnar. Is he returning to the UFC? Is he leaving the WWE when his contract does expire in 2018. We're discussing all that. The Paige and Alberto Patron or Alberto Del Rio situation. Just a lot of big things being discussed. A lot of huge news stories. Shane McMahon in a helicopter crash. Huge news stories being discussed on Behind the Mic, episode number 29, uploaded this Saturday. So make sure to go check that out. And of course, subscribe to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel for everything regarding the WWE. Monday Night Raw and SmackDown reviews every week. Each and every single Saturday, Behind the Mic, where we cover all the news going on in the wrestling world. Pay-per-view reviews each time a pay-per-view happens, which at this point, it's like every 2 fucking weeks. It's annoying, but I know. Pay-per-view reviews, NXT TakeOver special reviews, and all this news, top 10s, top 5s, whenever it is necessary. And very soon, I can promise you guys, probably maybe even tomorrow, a WWE SummerSlam, and how I would book SummerSlam in the current state that we are in, going into SummerSlam after WWE Backlash, after Great Balls of Fire, and that will be going up very, very soon, maybe even tomorrow. Just depends when I have the time to make that video and get it out there. Might be up before SmackDown. tomorrow night. So huge things going on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Monday Night Raw, and Monday Night Raw actually left me with some energy after what we've seen here tonight. Decent Monday Night Raw here tonight. I gave it a star rating, probably a 6.5 to a 7, which is high, very high for Monday Night Raw. Usually, Monday Night Raw is getting 2s, 3s, and 4s, bro. Here tonight, they kicked it up to a 6.5 to 7. Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you thought of Monday Night Raw, because maybe I just got isolated in a different planet for a fucking, or an alternate universe for a fucking day, and Monday Night Raw was really trash tonight. So leave your comments in the comment section below, so I know that I'm not the only person who thought this Monday Night Raw was fucking good here tonight, because I don't want to feel like an idiot after I finish this review and it's being uploaded and people are like, this shit sucked. No, but I think I'm pretty trustworthy when it comes to the opinion on Monday Night Raw, the consensus for Monday Night Raw for the week. So let's discuss it. Great crowd here tonight. Unlike what we saw at Backlash last night in the Wells Fargo Center for Philadelphia, which WWE, after the shitty crowd we got last night at Battlegrounds, they had the audacity to announce during this show that for the Royal Rumble, we will be returning to the Wells Fargo Center. Hopefully by January, Philadelphia gets their fucking shit together, bro. Because what they did last night at WWE Battlegrounds was absolutely unacceptable. But we were in Washington, D.C. here tonight, and thankfully, Washington, D.C., the crowd there did not pull the same shit tonight. Very good crowd here in Washington, D.C. They did their job. They fucking expressed their emotions. When the Hardys came out, it was delete, delete, delete. When the fucking Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe segment happened, huge fucking pops and cheers and boos. When you saw Roman Reigns, they were chanting, Joe, Joe, Joe. When Samoa Joe came out, just absolutely fantastic things that the crowd did here tonight. Not the best crowd, but a very, very good one that actually made the show feel that much better, because the crowd really is an important part of the show. The show is probably determined, and the feel of the show is vastly determined by the crowd and how they're reacting to what's going on. And if they don't give a shit, most likely you sitting at home are not going to be evoked with energy, and you're not going to give a shit. You look at matches like The Rock and Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania, I forget which fucking number it was. I think it was WrestleMania like 19 or 18. One of those WrestleManias, and The Rock versus Hogan, and that crowd, I mean, that match wasn't the most technically sound wrestling match, wasn't the best wrestling match. Hogan was barely able to take a fucking bump on his back, but that match was made so absolutely fantastic by the crowd, because they were just so hyped out of nowhere for that match, and as a result, that made the match that much better. And that's exactly what these crowds can do for these shows upon being a good crowd, and thankfully we saw that here tonight, where last night in Philadelphia, the crowd didn't give a shit, so as a result, we gave less of a shit about WWE Battleground. Yes, less of a shit than we already gave, if that was even possible to begin with. But let's talk about Monday Night Raw here tonight. And we started off with a segment that was just absolutely balls to the wall fantastic, bro. Kurt Angle, he made his entrance to start off Monday Night Raw here tonight. He welcomes us to the show and says that for the past few months, he's been dealing with a private matter that has at times affected his ability to be Raw General Manager. But he made the matter public by introducing us to his son, Jason Jordan. At first he was a little nervous, well, actually terrified. But when he came down that aisle, he knew he did the right thing. He says that over the past week, he and Jason have been catching up, and tonight he has a match on Raw, an opportunity, and the rest is up to him. And speaking of opportunities, he gave Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns such an opportunity last week, but Braun Strowman had other plans. After a lot of thought, Angle decided that Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam would face, and that's when you hear roar. Braun Strowman's fucking music hits. He storms down to the fucking ring, gets a nice pop, does Braun Strowman. Very over is fucking Braun Strowman. Whether you like it or not, he's supposed to be a fucking heel, but he's probably one of the most over guys on the Monday Night Raw roster. So that just goes to show you there really are not, there's, if I could fucking speak here, there really aren't real heels and faces in WWE these days. But that's besides the point. Braun Strowman comes in, he stares Angle down for a moment before saying that the next word out of his mouth, out of Angle's mouth that is, better be Braun Strowman, because unlike Roman and Joe, he won his match at Great Balls of Fire. This fucking article here, or the fucking live results, because I had to copy them. I wasn't home right away for Monday Night Raw. I got home about 9:30, but I was watching the show, and I fucking copy and pasted these notes from fucking Cage Side Seats, and they just wrote, he won his match at Balls. How fucking politically correct does that sound? Awful, bro. Awful. But Jesus Christ, he won his match at Great Balls of Fire. And the fact is, he does not fear Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar fears him. He insists. And at SummerSlam, he's going to break Brock Lesnar and become the next Universal Champion. That brings out Samoa Joe. Joe chants, like I said earlier, he says he'll make it simple for them both. He and Braun haven't crossed paths much, and that is to Braun's fucking delight. That should be to Braun's delight, because if they did cross paths, and Joe said this, he'd put that motherfucker to sleep quicker than a fucking grizzly bear hibernating in the fucking winter, bro. But that's besides the point. Joe says over here, if I can find where the fuck I was here, Joe says he'll introduce himself as I get a notification about Monday Night Raw here, but he says, you haven't fucking crossed paths with me, so I will introduce myself. I am Samoa Joe. And he says that he's the man that tamed the beast and came within a second of putting him to sleep. He's the man that doesn't fear Lesnar, and he definitely doesn't fear Braun Strowman. So once again, Samoa Joe bringing that intensity to the segment that he always does, that he brought to the segment with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar 2 weeks prior. Angle gets in between them, and Joe says the only reason he's not kicking Braun's teeth down his throat is simple. All he accomplished last week was to keep Reigns from losing his third straight match to Samoa Joe. And he shifts to Angle and says he better let Braun and Roman finish their business. But at SummerSlam, he should leave the beast to him. Enter Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns with that fucking smirky, fucking cocky attitude. But he says it's funny. Joe comes out and talks about what he almost did, and he hasn't done anything around here. Braun, he says, has been around for a fucking hiccup, which isn't true. Braun has actually been around since 2015 at this fucking point, and Samoa Joe is former two-time NXT champion, so they've done quite a bit, Roman Reigns, so fuck you, but that's besides the point. And Roman Reigns like, Joe, you haven't done anything either. He fucking brags. He says he's been a tag team champion, a United States champion, a 3-time WWE champion. He's won the Royal Rumble in Philly, and he takes a jab at the fucking dead crowd that Smackdown got for Battleground last night. And he says that crowd was making some fucking noise at the Royal Rumble when I won it. Fucking asshole was Roman Reigns. And he says he's been a part of 5 fucking WrestleManias, 3 of which he main evented, and the last one he retired The Undertaker in. So now, please tell him, he says, what y'all have done here. He says he'll wait. They don't answer, and Reigns says he'll show the world what he's about to do. Kurt breaks it up and says they all make valid points, and that he's changed his mind again, because at SummerSlam, Brock Lesnar will be facing Samoa Joe. Huge pop there. Roman Reigns. Huge boos there. And Braun Strowman in a fatal 4-way match for the Universal Championship. Huge pop there. He goes to leave, but Joe calls him back, and he says, what the fuck is this, bro? Angle says they're done here, and Samoa Joe says they are not. They're just getting started. And Joe says he's the only man who went one-on-one with Brock in the ring. Joe, he fucking gets a jab in and takes it to Roman Reigns. Or what the fuck happens here? Jesus Christ, they skipped something here. Fucking Braun Strowman is like, I don't care if it's 1-on-1, 1-on-2, 3-on-1. I don't give a fuck. I just want to fucking eat people, bro. I don't care. That fucking causes Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe to start fucking attacking Braun Strowman together. They send him over the barricade. That leaves the brawl to Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns. They start to brawl. Strowman comes back in, clotheslines Joe. He takes the fight to Roman Reigns at this point. Does Braun Strowman. The referees, they start coming in to fucking separate Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. Fucking Joe, Samoa Joe, he gets the coquina clutch as Braun Strowman is fighting off security guards. He gets the fucking coquina clutch. People have to come in the fucking locker room. It comes from the back. You see the Revival, Kurt Hawkins, all these fucking assholes from the back come in, separate Samoa Joe, or at least attempt to separate Samoa Joe from fucking Braun Strowman. But before you knew it, Braun Strowman did manage to hit. I don't know how the fuck he managed to hit this, but he did manage to hit the fucking, or Roman Reigns fucking speared both of them. Reigns dumps the guys out like it's the Royal Rumble go home, and Braun clobbers him from behind before hoisting him up and dropping him down with the running power slam. So the fucking spears did absolutely nothing. Braun leaves the chaos he's created. He leaves confident and stated. So Braun Strowman clearly got the better of that exchange. There was one thing clearly, evidently missing from this fucking segment. It was physical, yes. The intensity was there, yes. It was exciting, yes. But where the fuck was the Universal Championship, bro? Why the fuck are all these guys vying for contention here if the one thing that they are fighting for, the person holding the one thing that they are fighting for, is not there? That's a problem, bro. That is a problem, and you'd expect that since they're building towards the second biggest pay-per-view of the year, or at least I would think that they are, that Brock Lesnar would be there and he'd be part of this fucking brawl, bro. I don't know what happened there. Maybe Brock Lesnar will be on Raw next week. He's actually been there quite a bit, so at least you gotta commend him for that. But still, if these guys are fighting, what are they fighting for? Because I do not see it. And that's the same problem you had with the fucking Roman Reigns Triple H feud back in 2016 heading into WrestleMania. Roman Reigns was fighting through all these guys, climbing his way to the top, but what for? Where the fuck is the WWE Championship? Because it's nowhere to fucking be seen. It is nowhere to fucking be seen, bro. But, that's besides the point. Brock Lesnar clearly wasn't there, but this was still a fantastic segment. Very exciting way to start off Monday Night Raw. Got the crowd abuzz, and to say the least, it didn't slow down here tonight. It did not slow down here tonight, and I'm actually glad to be saying that, because usually in these fucking middle hours, it gets fucking boring, stale, generic garbage. But that did not happen here because we went straight to Finn Balor versus Elias Samson, bro. And I mean, this was a very, very good physical match. No DQ here in this match. Clearly, you saw Elias Samson last week fucking bash Finn Balor over the fucking head with his guitar. Honky Tonk Man style. Looked brutal. And that, of course, led to this match that we seen here tonight. Of course, Elias Samson, like he always does, did his thing with the guitar before the match started. He talks about it hurt to break a guitar, and he dedicates his song to Finn Balor. Of course, his song, his beautiful songs, bro. It looks like Elias Samson, before Finn Balor interrupts him all the fucking time, is about to play some fucking Emmy Award-winning music, bro. But that was not the case. Finn Balor interrupted, and this match was primarily led by the offensive fucking Finn Balor, which should have been that fucking case. I mean, he got hit over the fucking head with a goddamn guitar. I'd expect you to come in brutal. I'd expect you to come in angry. And if you want to talk about Battleground again, that was something sorely missing from the Punjabi prison match last night with Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal. Where was the intensity of Randy Orton last night in that Punjabi prison match? I mean, he was so angry on Smackdown Live. You confronted my family. You took my title. I have nothing to lose, Jinder. And then you fucking do some bullshit where you're trying to escape a cage. You're fucking looking at Jinder Mahal for 10 fucking minutes, doing absolutely nothing. Where was the intensity of Randy Orton in the Punjabi prison match? Because to be quite honest with you, I couldn't find it. I could not find it. But that's besides the point. This is Monday Night Raw. The intensity, my point is the intensity in Finn Balor. I mean, he really hasn't been giving any promo time to fucking display and voice his grievances, but at least they allowed him to do that, and you've clearly seen it from his in-ring style here tonight. He fucking beat the shit out of Elias Samson for most of this fucking match, but clearly Elias Samson, he's a tough son of a bitch. He was able to hang on. There was a point in this match where Finn Balor, he fucking did a heel-like tactic almost, caught fucking Elias Samson in the apron, fucking starts beating the shit out of him, fucking gets on the apron himself, and starts doing those kicks he does, those vicious kicks, while fucking Elias Samson is caught up in the fucking curtain or the apron there, and he starts doing those stomps down on Elias Samson. Very fucking physical and aggressive tone from Finn Balor. He fucking grabbed the chair here, started beating the shit out of Elias Samson with it. Clearly Elias Samson took advantage when the chair was introduced. He fucking got a couple chair shots in. Elias Samson got his fair share of offense in. But in the end here, the fucking Finn Balor, he hit Elias Samson with the chairs, got his drop kicks in the corner in, got the coup de grace, of course, and of course, because who didn't predict this, fucking Bray Wyatt comes out of nowhere, the fucking little music plays, the little transition plays, before you know it, Sister Abigail to Finn Balor. It fucking took 10 minutes for Elias Samson to climb over to Finn Balor, while fucking Bray Wyatt was in spider crab position. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor is pinned by Elias Samson on Monday Night Raw. I get it. It's a nice win for Elias Samson. It was not clean, so it does not damage Finn Balor. But Corey Graves, as soon as Bray Wyatt hit the Sister Abigail, said it perfectly. He said, "Why?" And I asked myself that same question. Why? Why the fuck is Bray Wyatt attacking Finn Balor? What is the point? What did Finn Balor do to Bray Wyatt that fucking angered him? And it's a fucking question I asked myself. with almost every single Bray Wyatt feud. Look at his feud with Seth Rollins. Why did he attack Seth Rollins? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Why did they have a match? I don't fucking know. I don't know, bro. You look back originally to Bray Wyatt's feud with Randy Orton on Smackdown Live when it first started back in October, when not many people gave a shit about that feud, really. And the very reason that feud started, when we were first about to see that pay-per-view match, everybody was asking, why the hell is this match happening? Why the hell do Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton have beef? And it just seems to be all the time, well, because we need to put Bray Wyatt in something, we don't know why. And that always seems to be the fucking answer, bro. Well, we don't know why he's doing this. We just need a feud for Bray Wyatt. We can't justify it. We just need a fucking feud for Bray Wyatt. And this is what we're gonna fucking do because we can do whatever the fuck we want, quite frankly. Is that the fucking logic here? Why the fuck, and I hope this is explained next week, hopefully it is, why the fuck is Bray Wyatt targeting Finn Balor? What did Finn Balor do to Bray Wyatt? I mean, you can do a fucking stealing of the gimmicks feud. You can have fucking Bray Wyatt say, fuck your demon, bro. That's my gimmick. That's my character. You're not stealing my character. So it's gonna be the Eater of Worlds, the new face of fear, versus your mockery of my fear, the Demon King. I want that at SummerSlam. Have that be the storyline, bro. Have that be the storyline. But right now, Bray Wyatt attacked Finn Balor for God knows what reason. I don't know why. I do not know why. You even look at Bray Wyatt's feud with fucking Roman Reigns. Why the fuck were Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt feuding? Bray Wyatt's explanation, because anybody but you, Roman. And we understand that because fuck Roman, anybody but Roman, I still agree with that. But still, why the fuck did Bray Wyatt pick beef with Roman Reigns? I don't know. I don't know, and that seems to be the formula for every Bray Wyatt feud. So, again, why are these guys feuding? Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor? I don't know. We go backstage to Renee Young and Kurt Angle. Renee Young reveals that Jordan will make his debut against Kurt Hawkins here tonight. What the fuck? What the fuck, Kurt Hawkins? Who the fuck is that, bro? But Angle believes Jordan will prove himself to be a successful singles competitor. He goes on about having butterflies, but he's interrupted by Emma, interestingly enough. And she wants to know when the focus is going to be put on her. She tells Angle that she started the women's revolution, which is true, and sat on the sidelines while others that looked up to her, like Sasha Banks and Bayley, are getting the opportunities here tonight. Emma says maybe dating Angle's son, Jason Jordan, will get her notice. That was absolutely fucking badass. That had me fucking cracking up. But Angle puts her in a match against fucking Nia Jax tonight. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You couldn't have put her in a match with fucking Mickie James and let her get a fucking win, bro? No, you gotta put her in a match with fucking Nia Jax, bro. Jesus Christ. We'll talk about that one when it goes down later in the fucking evening. But Enzo Amore is shown walking backstage. Big Show stops him and asks him if he's sure he wants to do this, go into a match with Big Cass, which he does. Enzo says he needs to do this. He needs to show Cass he made the biggest mistake of his life when he turned on Enzo. Enzo goes on and says he's bringing the fight to Cass tonight. No need for Show to worry. Enzo cut a fucking promo before the match. He said pretty much the fucking same thing he's been saying for weeks. And it's been the same result in this fucking match. Enzo versus Big Cass. Same result that we've been seeing for fucking weeks. Same thing that happened at Great Balls of Fire, bro. Big Cass beat the shit out of Enzo Amore. Enzo got a little more offense here. He got a couple boots in. He got a fucking sleeper holds in, trying to fucking put Big Cass to sleep. But in the end, it was all fucking worthless. He got destroyed by fucking Big Cass, and a big boot was good night for little Enzo over here. So that was quickly over. What was more interesting, if you can count the Big Show as interesting, was what happened after the match, because Big Cass continued to attack the weakened Enzo Amore here, and Big Show, he soon came out, cast ridiculously like a fucking fool, because he would be fucking arrested, put in jail, or in fucking prison for life if he did this, but he threatened to fucking snap Enzo's neck. Big Show, like a fucking dumbass who doesn't give a fuck, still walked up anyways, knowing that Big Cass very well could have snapped the neck of Enzo Amore. I don't fucking know, but Big Show still walked up. That Big Cass clearly did not snap the neck of Enzo. He threw Cass at the Big Show, and that allowed Big Cass to get a big boot, and from there it was all fucking Big Cass. Like 5 or 6 fucking Empire elbows onto the Big Show. Just completely fucking dominated the fucking Big Show. Beat the shit out of him, stomped on him, all over that shit. So, Big Cass now, for 2 weeks in a row, has fucking put down the Big Show. It shouldn't be much of a question who the fuck is going to win at WWE SummerSlam. But, I mean, why are you giving this match away, bro? We've seen so much of this match already. Each and every single week, these guys have come out and fucking beat the shit out of each other like every fucking way possible, bro. Each and every single way possible. There's one week where the Big Show comes out on top, one week where Cass comes out on top, one week where Big Cass comes out on top. Like, what is this, bro? What is this? Like, why are you giving this match away? It's clearly going to happen at SummerSlam, so why are you giving it away every week? I don't get that. I don't get that, but Big Cass stands tall here. We go to Renee Young. She's backstage with Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss, asking if she prefers to defend against Sasha or Bayley. Bliss says she isn't worried about fucking SummerSlam. Well, you should be. She says the entire WWE Universe will see a friendship destroyed tonight. Team Gag Reflex will implode, all for a chance to lose to her at SummerSlam. She says that Sasha won't be the winner and Bayley won't be the winner here tonight. The real winner will be Alexa Bliss. She was talking about how fucking Sasha so egotistical that she's gonna fucking gloat in all the sunshine, and her fucking ex-best friend Bayley at that point would be fucking sitting at home with her fucking Bayley buddies and her Bayley bears, fucking crying and eating popcorn or some shit like that, and that if fucking Sasha Banks won, she'd be at home fucking watching it from the television, fucking sucking up all her fucking ego, fucking because she's out of the spotlight or some shit like that. Whatever the fuck Alexa Bliss said. So, we did see Sasha Banks versus Bayley here tonight, which I still think should have been the match going into SummerSlam. But that brings us to Emma versus Nia Jax. And Emma went to Kurt Angle literally asking for more spotlight, for the focus to be put on her. Well, what focus they gave her? They didn't even show her fucking entrance here tonight. Jesus Christ. This match was a glorified fucking squash. Just an opportunity to make Nia Jax look good. And she does look good. Nia Jax looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, what she did in the fucking 5-way or the fucking turmoil match, the women's turmoil match, a fucking couple weeks ago, taking out like 4 fucking women, looked absolutely dominant than Nia Jax. And Emma got a couple boots, a couple drop kicks, a couple elbows in. But in the end, it was all fucking Nia Jax. Fucking splashes in the corner, tossing her around like a fucking rag doll. And in the end, Nia Jax did a very, very impressive move. She did a huge running, spinning splash onto Emma. Just absolutely athletic move right there. And she beat Emma with that. Crazy, crazy stuff. I like how Nia Jax has varying finishers. There's one where she could finish you off with the leg drop. There's one where she could finish you off with the fucking Samoan drop. And now it looks like she's adding this spinning splash to her arsenal, which is absolutely a fucking crazy looking move here. But I don't know. Very, very interesting stuff by Nia Jax. Don't like the fact that Emma's being squashed. She's right. She was fucking the innovator and with Paige of this women's revolution. She was, and now she's not even getting focused here. When she has an absolutely fantastic gimmick, she thrived in NXT, fantastic matches against Asuka and all these women, and There's no spotlight being put on her. Jesus Christ, it's awful. It's absolutely awful. But that's besides the point. We move on here to Charlie Caruso, who is backstage with Akira Tozawa. I don't know what's going on there. Like he's fucking constipated or something. But we see clips from last week's shows and why Tozawa's shoulder is taped up. Tozawa says we see why he wants a rematch with Arya Daivari. Titus O'Neil walks up, and this frustrates Tozawa. He walks up and says he's been looking all over for Tozawa. He knows Tozawa wants payback on Daivari, but the shoulder isn't good. It's a liability. Titus says Tozawa can fool a lot of people, but he can't fool Titus. Titus says he went to Kurt Angle in WWE Medical to get this match nixed. Tozawa flips the fuck out and tells Titus to stay in the back as he apparently heads to the ring. He does. And Titus O'Neil follows as they argue. When we come back from break, they're in the ring now. And Tozawa, he pushes Titus away and looks to warn Titus not to touch him. No, okay, now we go to commercial. We come back from break. And Tozawa's doing his chant with the fucking crowd. The music hits, and out comes your Cruiserweight champion, Neville. Neville, absolutely fantastic here. Neville, he takes credit for all of Tozawa's issues as he walks to the ring. Neville says he tried to warn Tozawa, but Tozawa went with the false promises of Titus O'Neil instead. Neville asks Tozawa where that got him. Neville meets Tozawa in the middle of the ring now, and he says that Tozawa is a joke, and nothing more than a shell of his former. Then as soon as he says that, Tozawa drops Neville and works him over. Tozawa climbs to the top and hits the diving senton, but he sells the shoulder injury. Before you knew it, Arya Daivari hits the ring, unloads on Tozawa. He grabs Neville and he hits him with this spinning clothesline, flips Neville inside out, and it's over. It's over. The segment is over. So Daivari stands tall in a fucking cruiserweight segment. I don't know where they're going with this. Is it going to be a triple threat at SummerSlam? My prediction is they're going to get a couple more people involved in this. Maybe a Cedric Alexander, a Brian Kendrick, TJP. And this is going to result in a ladder match at SummerSlam. That's what I would do with this. That is what I would do with this because, I mean, why just have a bland, blatant rematch between Tozawa and Neville that we've already seen at WWE Great Balls of Fire? Why is that necessary? I think we should see fucking, a fucking ladder match, and you give us something worthwhile with the cruiserweights, and you actually showcase what these cruiserweights could do at WWE SummerSlam. That's what I say you do. But moving on here, Sasha Banks and Bayley are backstage. They're determined not to let anything to come between them and ruin their friendship. Banks can't wait to get her hands on Alexa Bliss and become a 4-time champion. Bayley says maybe Sasha needs to focus on tonight's match first. They tease a bit of tension, and Bayley says, may the best woman win. Sasha agrees and says the best woman will win, and Sasha walks off smiling as we go to commercial. Another backstage segment here. This was like the round of backstage segments for some fucking reason. But Renee Young, she was backstage with Jason Jordan to talk about tonight's debut. Jordan said he is grateful for the opportunity, and since this is the first match since Kurt Angle was revealed to be his father, he realizes all eyes are on him. Jordan admits that he has butterflies. Renee points out how Angle said the same thing earlier in their interview. Jordan says Angle being his dad is incredible, but unbelievable at the same time. The man he grew up idolizing, his hero, turned out to be his father. Jordan goes on about a dream coming true and how he's overjoyed, but right now he's focused on winning his first Raw match. Okay promo by Jason Jordan. He really seemed more starstruck and fucking just, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening, than really cutting a promo, which I don't think that should be the case. I think he should have cut a promo, but that's besides the point. We move on here to Dean Ambrose. This was very interesting. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. We've seen Dean Ambrose backstage warming up. Seth Rollins was also there. He admits he's kind of excited about teaming up tonight. Rollins wants to come up with a game plan, but Ambrose, he wasn't fucking interested. He wasn't buying Rollins at all. He's just going out and doing what he does, he told Rollins. Rollins says there are 3 guys they have to worry about tonight. Ambrose says that that Rollins has 3 guys to worry about, but he has to worry about 4. Who do you think that 4th guy is? Of course, it's Seth Rollins, because Ambrose still does not trust fucking Seth Rollins, and that was clearly evident as tonight went off the air. But we move on to Sasha Banks versus Bayley here, and Alexa Bliss was on commentary for this match. This was clearly a very good match, no doubt about it. This was a very good match. Bayley and Sasha love working with each other, and that chemistry they have in the ring was clearly evident here tonight, and it cannot be ignored, bro. And if you ask me, this should have been the match going into SummerSlam, and I ranted about it last week on my Monday Night Raw review, which you should go check out, by the way. But, I mean, if it wasn't going to be that, hopefully, I hoped that it would be Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss, but we didn't even get that. We didn't even get that. In the end here, Sasha Banks got a frog splash on Bayley, which she kicked out of and overturned to get a surprising 3 count, and she's going to be the #1 contender going into fucking WWE SummerSlam. At this point, I was like, okay, if Bayley won, that means Sasha Banks is turning heel. There's no doubt. Sasha Banks is fucking turning heel. Not even that, bro. Not even fucking that. Sasha Banks did not turn heel. Maybe she'll do it next week. I don't fucking know. But, I mean, Sasha Banks lost this fucking match, rolled out the ring. Alexa Bliss came in, and they fucking had a stare-off, her and Bayley did. And that ended the segment. So Bayley's going to fucking SummerSlam. Is she going to win the fucking title there? Or is she going to lose to Alexa Bliss again like she fucking did embarrassingly and getting buried at Extreme Rules? I don't fucking know. But Bayley seems to be back on her rise to the fucking top after she hit the fucking bottom of the barrel. I don't know what they're doing here. Maybe Sasha Banks will be back in this picture after she turns heel next week. But, I mean, if she does turn heel next week. But, I don't understand the move of fucking Bayley. To me, it makes no sense. To me, Sasha Banks winning the title at SummerSlam, turning heel maybe the next night on Bayley, and having a program between them be built maybe till Survivor Series or Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, one of those big pay-per-views would have been the way to do it, and they missed out on that opportunity. They missed out on that opportunity because Bayley's now going to have the title, and if Sasha Banks does turn heel, Sasha Banks is going to have to fucking chase the title, and it's never as intriguing when the heel has to chase the title, so I really don't understand the logic of this move. Maybe Alexa Bliss will beat Bayley again, which at that point, what the fuck is even the fucking point of this? I don't know, but WWE is really going in a weird direction towards SummerSlam. Have no idea why the fuck they're going in this direction. Don't get it. Bayley, when everybody was expecting Sasha Banks to win this matchup, I even would have took a triple threat. But I don't know. We're going to see this match again. Bayley and Alexa Bliss do put on good matches, but still, after Alexa Bliss at Extreme Rules and Payback beat Bayley in such dominating fashion, what the fuck is the point of this? I don't understand it. But Renee Young, we're moving on here. Renee Young interviewed Kurt Hawkins, who was frustrated about hearing all about Jason Jordan. He says he doesn't care about Jason Jordan, and he's going to go out there and ruin his debut, and tomorrow everyone will be talking about him. That didn't fucking happen. Jason Jordan versus Kurt Hawkins. Hawkins tried to fucking get in some offense and start things out, if I can speak. Early here, got a fucking right hand on Jason Jordan before the bell even rung. But as soon as that fucking bell rung, you immediately seen that young Kurt Angle pop out of Jordan with the gut-wrench takedowns and the belly-to-bellies. Jason Jordan was really aggressive here. Fucking pulled down the straps, did the thing, the shoulder tackle in the turnbuckle, and he got a pop-up, almost like a Grand Amplitude that him and Gable used to do. But he was the one to catch Kurt Hawkins into a neck breaker. And we did see Kurt Angle in the back watching with a smile on his face. So, I mean, Jason Jordan, they're starting things off slow here. Looked good here tonight as a singles competitor. But I mean, there's still a ways to go to get the crowd invested in him and to see where this goes from here. But right now, it's looking like a decent start. It's just going to have to be a matter of what Jason Jordan is doing going into SummerSlam, which is very, very interesting to think about at this point. We go to Charlie Caruso, who brought the Revival out to an interview, but Dawson was quick to dismiss her, telling her that she's an asset to the WWE, but they are professionals, so she can leave the load to them. Love fucking Dashing fucking Dawson, bro. Listen to that. Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson. There you fucking go. But Wilder listed their assets, saying that they took over the NXT Tag Team division. They sent the New Day packing to Smackdown. They took out the Hardys, and rumor even has it that the fucking Big Cass betrayal, or Cass betrayed Enzo as soon as the Revival was back on scene because he was fucking afraid to face the Revival with fucking Enzo. But that brings out the fucking Gallows and Anderson. They said they were ready to take down the tag team division. That brings out Gallows and Anderson, and they said, everything you did, we did first. We beat up the New Day first. We beat up the Hardys first, and we were even bald first. So all they see there is a couple of top nerds. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. But Gallows and Anderson versus a Revival. Oddly, Gallows and Anderson were actually kind of playing the role of the fucking baby faces here. And despite the fact that both these teams were heel, they fucking gelled well in that fucking ring together. Very quick pace, nice dynamic here between Gallows and Anderson and the Revival. I mean, they're two quality fucking teams. What do you expect? But I mean, in the end, the Hardys fucking came out to huge delete chants, which provided the distraction for the Revival to get the Shatter Machine and win the match. Afterwards, of course, the Hardys stormed to the ring, hit a twist of fate, and almost hit the Swanton Bomb, but the Revival did manage to escape here on Monday Night Raw. So clearly this looks to be the feud going into WWE SummerSlam, but I don't know what they're doing here. I don't know what they're doing. There's rumors that Rollins and Ambrose might be going into SummerSlam against Sheamus and Cesaro, and then there might be yet another tag team match with the Hardys and the Revival. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but I mean, SummerSlam is a dual-branded pay-per-view, and I mean, even 10 matches, I mean, it's a 4-hour pay-per-view, but even 10 matches is kind of fucking overloading it. So I don't know how many matches WWE plans to fucking put on at WWE SummerSlam this year. But it's fucking crazy to me. How many fucking matches are you going to put on at the show? Because I really don't fucking know. I really don't fucking know where WWE's plans fit in. But one place I'm starting to figure out where the plans fit in here is with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus The Miz Taraj here. Now, they can go at this multiple ways. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins did win this match here tonight. This was a very, very good match. Nice wrestling here. Nice showcase for Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. They looked very good here, hanging in there with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. They're getting the spotlight. They were in the fucking main event tonight, for God's sake. So, I mean, Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas looking good. But in the end here, double tope suicida by Rollins and Ambrose. That took out the Miz Taraj, the little fucking goons that Miz has, and that allowed Miz tried to hit the Skull Crusher finale, but Rollins hit a springboard knee, and fucking that allowed Dean Ambrose to hit Dirty Deeds for the 1-2-3 on the Miz, and there you go. Ambrose fucking retains. But what was interesting here, or Ambrose retains, what the fuck, Ambrose and Rollins wins. But what was interesting here is what happened after the match, because Rollins extended his hand. Rollins extended his hand for a fist bump like the Shield used to do, of course, and Dean Ambrose just fucking left the ring, didn't even fucking acknowledge it, bro. Didn't even fucking acknowledge it. He was just happy over the win. He was happy, celebrating, but he did not fucking acknowledge that Rollins extended his fist. So clearly what they're leading to here is either Dean Ambrose turning heel on Seth Rollins and we're going to see Ambrose and Rollins going into WWE SummerSlam, or this is going to be one of those Sheamus and Cesaro type deals where these guys have to grow into each other's fucking skins and learn how to cope with each other. And it's going to be Sheamus and Cesaro versus Rollins and Ambrose for the tag team titles at SummerSlam. Miz will find different opponent, Jason Jordan probably, and that can build into the storyline that Kurt Angle has given Jason Jordan opportunities very, very quickly without him deserving them, and that fits in very well, could lead to the return of the Authority. But besides that, things are starting to shape up there, and I think we are going to see Rollins and Ambrose do something with each other at SummerSlam, or they can even go into a triple threat with The Miz. They can go into a triple threat, even a heel Ambrose can go into a triple threat with The Miz for the Intercontinental title, since they are involved with The Miz, at least at the moment. Maybe tonight was the last we saw of Rollins and Ambrose being involved with The Miz and Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, because they kind of fucking beat them here tonight. But I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities going into SummerSlam. Hopefully WWE does something interesting. Hopefully WWE does something interesting. But that was Monday Night Raw here tonight. A lot of good stuff on the show here tonight. Not one segment that I can really consider negative here tonight. And to me, that is a positive, because Monday Night Raw seems to be on the up and up. It's still not a good show by any means. I'm still not going to be fucking riding the cock of Monday Night Raw, but here tonight, it was pretty damn hard to not ride on a little bit of that cock, bro. So, good show here tonight, but for now, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be your Monday Night Raw review. I hope you enjoyed every single little thing that you heard here on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. You've got all the stuff, all the videos in the link down in the description below. The links down in the description below. 10 links to the 10 most recent videos down in the description below. Monday Night Raw reviews, fucking Smackdown reviews, pay-per-view reviews, Battleground review up from last night, of course. Saturday, Behind the Mic, all that good stuff. Preview and predictions for Battlegrounds, all that good stuff in the link in the comment section or in the description down below. Speaking of the comment section, comment what you thought of Monday Night Raw here tonight, because there was a lot to think about here tonight on Monday Night Raw. And of course, if you enjoyed what you heard here, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel for all this fantastic content each and every single week, and click on that notification bell to stay tuned each time I upload on the channel. So make sure to do all that good stuff, because for now, ladies and gentlemen, I am out of here. Thank you very, very much for watching this video, and I will see you here tomorrow for your Smackdown live review.